Oh boy. Got some cloudy, got some defrost action going. Oh. That might have been the ticket. Alright. So we've got the parts diesel Jetta radiator fan up there, which is, thing is fucking shot. It looks like well, I guess I can't say it's shot. I've been using it, but yeah. Got that just hooked up to a random battery down there. I'm not hooking it into my power system coming from the battery out there because I don't have a whole lot of watts to fuck with. Mike is moving to West Virginia. As of this moment, I'm fixing up his 200S, which was the pretty much mint 85 200S I got years ago. And this is a part of it, so it's obviously not mint anymore. But yeah, at the moment I'm fixing that up for him so he can yeah, have a good reliable three-wheeler. So this is the pull start. Got this paint I bought like I think 3 years ago, and it is fucking awesome. It's so close to the good Honda Silver. There's like so much left. I hope it doesn't use up all the propellant or dry and clog the nozzle. Like, it's been out here for at least 3 or 4 years, and it's frozen a bunch of times. It still works. Today I actually sprayed it onto a paper plate, and everything I did with it I was using with a brush. And I mean, you can see brush strokes and stuff. Well, it's not really, but yeah, there was a lot of really fucked up shit. It was like rusty and stuff, cut in a couple spots right here, especially in here. So yeah, it looks normal now, and it doesn't look like when you use like Rust-Oleum fucking silver. It doesn't look out of place. It just looks super clean. Yeah, this is the original pull start from that trike. And yeah, I bought a rebuild kit for the I had a spring that was good, so I used one of my good springs. But the this part that kicks the dogs out, the best one I had that was in his thing, it's split. It's fucked up. It didn't really work right, so yeah. So I bought the kit for that, which came with the spring, possibly the washers, maybe not the washers, but either way, it came with a bunch of the shit. So yeah, it's good. So that'll look good on there and work well. I also painted with the paint that was left over in the paper plate. I painted this guy, which is what was on Mike's, which is from who knows what, another three-wheeler. Yeah, this was all horribly rusted, and I didn't sand it or anything, so it's just one coat, so it doesn't look that good, but it looks pretty amazing compared to what it did look like. I should have filmed it. It was all surface rust through the paint. There's that. Got new. The bearings were shot. Like, well, first off, the main thing that was happening was the brake shoes had de-adhered from the aluminum, thing they were on, and they were stuck inside the brake drum, so you couldn't even push the three-wheeler. Like, for the past, I'd say 3-4 months, you couldn't even move the three-wheeler. Yeah, so that's the bearing. Probably good that I got new bearings for it. I took out that shaft there. I wire brushed that and cleaned the hole out with a wire brush. And it turns out that at some point Actually, I think I know, but basically what happened was, so if you look at that shaft comes straight up. It was like that. And I think about 2 years ago, Mike bought brake shoes for it, and he put them in. And as soon as he put them in, they were binding up. And so basically, he couldn't use them. He like de-adjusted them all the way, and it was still really bad. And the reason is because that freaking shaft was bent like that. And I think that's because there's a video where he's riding and some like not barbed wire, but some wire gets wrapped around it and goes around a couple times. And I think what happened was, from the force of him driving it, like it went like that. So I put some time in, I bent that sucker back. You know, I like hit it many times until I got it pretty straight. And right now it's pretty awesome. So I did that, and then I have a new chain for it, and I think the brake cable works. For all these bolt holes, the bolts came out, but I still ran, you know, this through each one of them to clean out the threads. And obviously, when I put the bolts back in, I'll use grease. Pretty serious shit. All these guys, I ran wire brushes through, either on a drill, or if I couldn't, you know, reach in with a drill, I did it by hand. And I'll do them with grease, because these actually strip out a lot. So if I keep them clean, grease them now, we should be good. So that thing's pretty well set, because I've actually had these snap off. More these, the ones on the inside. Probably should have freaking... because they only have, like, I think 2 tack welds or something on each side. So I probably should have just tack welded. Well, whatever. So yeah, I'll do that. I put Mike's tank back on with a new petcock, because his petcock was broken. I've got a seat I'm going to put on there that I just recovered with some school bus green seat material. That's going to be awesome. And hopefully he won't scrap the fucking Lexus before I'm done all this. We'll see. Alright, so still fixing up Mike's 3-wheeler here so he can move and all that. I got him a tail light, 1 rooster, did the seat, stitched all the plastics. Got what else did I do? I put that on there. He was missing one of them. Headlight. And a lot of carb work, so let's see what it does. Well, seems to be pretty cold-blooded, but it was running pretty awesome last night, so